these areas, so please leave nothing behind, especially your name card.
Please be seated. Good morning. I'm Dr. Alan Gobin, President of TCC Northeast Campus. It's a pleasure to welcome our graduates, families, and friends, and all our Tarrant County College District colleagues to our 50th annual commencement ceremony. Today is about each and every one of you, our graduates. It is a celebration of your accomplishments and living our motto, success within reach. We are thrilled to have been your partner during this phase of your educational journey. Today, special thanks goes to all who have played supporting roles to fuel your success, including family, friends, and professors and staff of Tarrant County College. As we celebrate today, consider the word commencement. It means beginning rather than ending. Author Peter Drucker said, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." How thrilling, then, to think of the great futures you will create with your TCC credential in hand. And now, would you please all stand and remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Tarrant County College Police. Following the presentation of colors, you are invited to join in singing the national anthem with TCC students led by Stan Pascal. Thank you to our students and Mr. Pascal. Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce Mrs. Louise Appleman, President of the Tarrant County College Board of Trustees. Mrs. Appleman was elected to the board in 1988, representing District 7. She has graciously served the college for many consecutive years, providing continuous support to our students, faculty, staff, and the community at large. Please help me welcome Mrs. Louise Appleman.
Good morning. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, to welcome you. A special welcome to those of you who have come from afar and those of you who might be watching us live stream. There are many who have brought us to this day. First, our faculty, our administration, and our support staff. Thank you to those folks for committing hearts and minds to helping our students succeed. The mission of TCC is to provide affordable and open access to quality teaching and learning. Everything we do at Tarrant County College is designed to drive student success, and our staff, without question, have delivered on this mission, as evidenced by 4,000 students who will cross this stage in these two ceremonies today, and another 3,000 who have completed their work. To the parents, family, and friends who are with us, celebrate with us, not just the achievements of our graduates, but your role in helping them overcome hurdles, doubts, unexpected life events, so that they stayed focused on the finish line which they crossed today. Celebrate knowing that they are prepared for the next chapter in their lives. And to our class of 2018, continue to dream and to work towards those dreams. Achieving this important milestone today should give you the confidence that if and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Hard work, determination, and vision will lead you to your dreams, and we wish you well.
Thank you, Mrs. Appleman. Now it is my honor to introduce our Chancellor, Dr. Eugene Giovannini. Dr. Giovannini joined the Tarrant County College District as Chancellor on August 22nd, 2016. He brings to his important role more than 30 years of professional experience at community colleges, including his most recent 3-year tenure as the founding president of Maricopa Corporate College in Scottsdale, Arizona, and 11 years as president of Gateway Community College in Phoenix. Please help me welcome Chancellor Giovannini.
Thank you, Dr. Gobin, and welcome everyone to the 50th commencement exercises of Tarrant County College. I think I can speak for all TCC's proud faculty and staff when I say this is our favorite day of the year, our Super Bowl. Your success is foremost priority, and we are honored to be here to celebrate it with you and all that you have achieved. As a community college, we are here to develop opportunity, growth, and economic vitality, not just for every student who enters our doors, but for local businesses and corporations as well. We meet people where they are, no matter their background and no matter their aptitude, and we work to help people to get where they want to go or need to be. And we've been doing it successfully for more than 50 years. Those of you graduating today likely had to overcome some obstacles along the way. Your journey is as important to your life story as reaching the destination, because it becomes a point of inspiration for others who may not think that they can cut it in college. You get to ask those people, if I can do it, what's stopping you? Please take a look for yourselves.
After graduating high school and getting into the college, I decided college wasn't for me. I started, getting jobs that were paying good, and I'm like, I don't need college. 20 years later, I found out that I really do need college.
After returning from Afghanistan, I wasn't ready to actually retire, so I decided to go back to school.
When my principal came to my junior high and told us about this early college high school, they said we could use all the resources that Tarrant County College had to offer, and it has helped me throughout these 4 years.
TCC's affordability played a role in my success in the sense that it made my education seem realistic and reachable.
Well, I attended previously when I was 17, and I ended up dropping out. But after I had lost my job, I was just kind of like, you know what, I need to get an education.
One of the challenges that I faced was depression. There was times where I would see people that I graduated with in high school that were already getting their degrees, working in their careers, and there's times where I would say to myself, when am I going to get there?
As a full-time employee and administrator for a local government department, it's hard, and then trying to manage your life. That led me to the decision to go to Tarrant County College because it fit my lifestyle.
I just decided to take one class at a time and use like my $300 limit credit card and just put that on my card and just pay it off.
I have a large family. We're 10 in all, and I knew my parents weren't going to be able to pay for my college. So at 8th grade, I knew I had to step it up and take my future into my own hands.
TCC was that college that allowed me to say, I can do this. The Vet Success Center, they helped me with any problems that I have. They helped me with my schoolwork.
The fast pace of weekend college made me thirsty for knowledge. I've built lifelong friendships within the 12 months in this program that can't be broken.
It has prepared me because I used to be shy, like I wouldn't want to talk to my professors. So yeah, TCC has helped me tremendously.
Me helping my mom and supporting a household, that was another thing because my mom, she is a single mother. A lot of times I had to step into the position of what my dad and them were supposed to have been in. Being an example to my siblings, I had to step up and do that.
You have no excuse not to be ready at Tarrant County College.
They're willing to overcome any obstacles that you throw at them.
I'll be one of the first kids in my family to finish college. Me being successful will allow them to be successful later on.
I'm going to MSU, Midwestern State University. I'll be going there to study pre-law.
Now I've transferred to Tarleton State right now to finish my business degree.
I want to transfer to UTD in Richardson, pursuing animation.
I'm majoring in business management. I plan to open my own business.
I was inspired by watching Grey's Anatomy to go into the medical field. And I know Grey's Anatomy is nothing like real life, but I want to do something meaningful with my career, and I want to be able to help others.
The help of the advisors here, the help of my 2 children, has made me realize that I can just about do anything regardless of how old I am.
It didn't even feel like you were going to school. It was more like a family.
If you want something, you really have to go and you have to fight hard to get it. Every day is going to be a challenge, but you have to keep yourself motivated and you just have to keep going for it, no matter what.
Today
I can say
I'm a TCC proud alum.
I'm a TCC proud alum.
I am a TCC proud alum.
I am a TCC proud alum.
I'm a TCC proud alum.
Today I can say that I am a TCC proud alum.
With every obstacle faced and surpassed, you learn a little bit more about yourself. Today is a wonderful milestone for each of you, but you didn't make it all by yourselves, and your justifiable looks of pride are shared by those who helped you along the way. Your family, your friends, and the many men and women of the TCC faculty and staff who touched your lives. We all salute you. Faculty and staff, please stand and let us thank you. Graduates, I now ask that you stand up, turn around, and salute your family, your faculty, and the wonderful TCC staff upon whom you are relied. Thank you. As our graduates proceeded into the arena, you likely noticed a few things. First, the ceremonial mace, proudly carried by Dr. Sharia Taylor, president of our Joint Consultative Committee, which is the faculty leadership team. And you should know that mace weighs more than Sharia, so that was very difficult to hold. This mace is TCC's first ever and was created in the honor of our 50th anniversary 2 years ago, and has become a permanent part of our commencement exercises. You also likely notice people wearing various tassels, cords, and stoles. The white tassels are worn by some unique high school seniors. Each TCC campus has one or more early college high school programs. 3 years ago, our first early college high school students to graduate from TCC was just 10 of them. This year, we have 308 of them. We're proud to see so many high school students undertaking the rigors of college courses while still in high school and successfully completing their associate degrees with us at a time that they are also completing 2 weeks from now their high school education and graduation ceremony. We are equally honored to welcome all of our area ISD superintendents and their representatives with which we have partnered to make these young people's college aspirations a reality. Please stand, early college high school graduates, so we can acknowledge your great accomplishment. Next, you'll notice many graduates wearing gold cords and stoles. These denote honors of distinction, highest honors, high honors, honors, graduation with distinction, and membership in the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. These students dedicated themselves to excellence. Those of you wearing these special gold stoles and or cords, please stand so that we can recognize your outstanding achievements. We pay tribute to another group of graduates. Those who proudly wear the red, white, and blue cords are current or former members of our armed forces of the United States. Currently, we enroll more than 4,000 veterans, and this year we have 629 veterans graduating. We are proud to have the opportunity to serve these brave men and women as they proceed in their journey. I ask now that all the graduates, faculty, and staff, and members of the audience who have served or are continuing to serve our country in the military to please stand so we may recognize your many sacrifices and contributions. And finally, you likely noticed the vibrant array of flags that are displayed around the arena, 87 to be precise, including our own U.S. flag. These flags correspond to the home countries of our 2018 graduates. Our college community, indeed, our entire community is enriched by such diversity, and we are committed to offering a learning and teaching environment in which inclusion, engagement, and respect are the hallmarks of everything we do. As you see, we have a very large graduating class. more than 2,500 of this year's 7,017 graduates indicated they would participate in our 2 commencement exercises today. In a few minutes, our graduates will cross the stage, receive my congratulations, and then walk off stage into their futures. What will all those futures be? The majority of our current graduates, 4,877 to be precise, will receive either the Associate of Arts or Associate of Science degree. These are the transfer degrees, everything from biology, engineering, business, and visual arts, just to name a few. And most of these students will move on to a university to continue their education. And it's a point of pride for us that TCC graduates generally do well or better than those entering universities as native freshmen. Another 3,458 graduates will receive their Associate of Applied Science degree or a Certificate of Completion, both of which prepares them to immediately embark upon careers. This group of graduates is all around us as nurses, firefighters, aircraft mechanics, chefs, police officers, paralegals, and many, many other fields. This is not to say their formal education ends here, though. Many go on while working full-time to earn a bachelor's and/or graduate degree. Another 164 of our graduates are still to be accounted for, and I've saved them for last because they are so near and dear to the future of our country. Today, they receive the Associate of Arts in Teaching degree, an important step toward their teacher certification, after which they will take their places alongside all of those who have devoted time and talents to education. Over 7,000 graduates, 7,000 futures, but all with one thing in common. They've learned that success is within reach through Tarrant County College. Members of the TCC Foundation Board of Directors will congratulate you with your official alumni pin once you exit the stage to take your alumni photo. Graduates, as you progress to the next phase of your lives, please don't forget TCC. You are an important part in shaping the future of this institution, as well as the futures of many, many individuals following behind you. Let us congratulate the graduates on achieving their dreams and becoming proud TCC alum. We are here to serve the community in everything that we do, but we could not do it alone without the leadership and commitment of our Board of Trustees. I will ask that they stand as I call their names and remain standing until all have been introduced. Mrs. Louise Appleman, President of our Board. Mr. Conrad Heed, Vice President. Mrs. Teresa Ayala, Secretary. Dr. Diane Patrick, Assistant Secretary, could not be with us today because her daughter is receiving a doctoral degree at a ceremony at another university. Dr. Gwendolyn Morrison, Mr. Bill Greenhill, and Dr. Michael Evans. We are truly honored to have such a dedicated and involved Board of Trustees. We have an equally dedicated Chancellor's Executive Leadership Team consisting of our 6 campus presidents as well as our district vice chancellors. I would like to ask that leadership team to stand and be recognized. Please join me in showing your appreciation for the leadership team. One housekeeping note. Given the extraordinary number of graduates who choose to participate in the ceremony, we know it will be a long one, but I ask you to please stay through the entire ceremony out of respect for those whose names happen to be at the end. Additionally, graduates, you will not receive your diploma cover until the recessional. And I know you want that cover to protect your diploma when it arrives.
Thank you, Dr. Giovannini, as well as the graduates who shared their inspiring stories of overcoming challenges to create success at TCC and in life. The reason we are here is for you, our students, And on behalf of every member of the TCC family, we celebrate your milestones as if they were our own. My name is Dr. Sharia Taylor, and I serve as the president of TCC's Joint Consultation Committee, representing the faculty associations of each of our 6 campuses. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Tarrant County College, it is my honor to present the 2018 Tarrant County College graduating class. Will the class of 2018 please stand? Chancellor Giovannini, I am pleased to present the candidates for graduation. Each candidate has completed the requirements for a degree or certificate. Our faculty and the respective campus presidents recommend that degrees and certificates be conferred.
As the Tarrant County College Governing Board and Leadership Team, it will now be our pleasure to greet the candidates for graduation. Please come forward as you are directed so we can get to the main event, the formal conferring of degrees and certificates. I will be assisted by some of our student ambassadors from TCC's Northeast Campus. Presenting the graduates will be Dr. Nancy Curie, Associate Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, Dr. Larry Rideau, TCC's South Campus Vice President of Student Development Services, and Dr. Mayra Oliveira-Sierreta, TCC's Northeast Vice President of Student Development Services.
Graduates, as others are lining up, the rest of you may be seated.
Marilyn, come on up here, I'll help. Come on up, I'll help. Now presenting Early College High School Associate of Arts degree. Raul Vieira. Araceli Estrada Ayala. Jennifer Chavez. Amanpreet Kaur. America Resendez. Tommy Nguyen. Stephen Wynn. Juan Arturo Aguilar Ortiz. Domingo S. Barrera. Huao Vuha. Michael Barnes. Crystal Duran. Jonathan Alonso. Michael Germany. Francis Lyonga. Saul Quinones. Aldo Ojeda. Esperanza Arevalo. Ayman Arafa. Emily Tran. Raquel Torres. Rigoberto Salinas. Jennifer Izaguirre. Amy Nguyen. Tran Lee. Sebastian Rodriguez. Oluwato Misson. Juliana McCoy. Ariel Rabato. Natalia Angjuani. Jennifer Lamb. Jennifer Arias. Andrea Villagomez. Jessie Doan. Ida Rosa Ekong. Hannah Hildreth. Eliza Shelton. Jason Young. Sandy Liana. Christian Powell. Garrett Day. Robin Robichaud. Sherahan Abu Akar. Sierra Azone. Paige Anthony. Nadie Gallejos. Annalie Duarte. Eric Alvarez. Melanie Moctezuma. Jose Ramirez. Jacob Reeves. Alec Monholin. Presley Davidson. Grace Martin. Gonzalo Perez. Gabriel Rengifo. Zars Zumai. Kevin Rios. Chase Fawcett. Felician Swanson. Elias Perez. Angelica Garcia Cortez. Rafael Romero. Amir Mughal. Robert Bruce McManus III. Tyler Antolin. Enrique Murillo. Daniel Miranda. Timothy Cody. Grace Irbeen. Tyler Osman, Chloe Craig, Jesus Medina, Leslie Ramirez, Alexis J. Lopez, Jose de Jesus Pina, Hector A. Teo, Sandra Andromeda Rivera, Brandon Tooney, Faith Ellis,
Yes, Faith.
Hugo Martinez, Esteban Hurtado, Teona M. Thompson, Michelle Cancino Ramirez, Roxana Martinez, Jenny Alfaro, Yasmin Martinez Lozano, Carla V. Perez, Luz E. Mendoza, Kayler Umana, Emily Yunez, Tania Valleda, Julia Patino, Myra Overa, Elena M. Gonzalez, Hayden E. Casey, Joseph Bingaman, Hannah Barton, Abigail M. Garate, Catherine M. Rummel, Erica J. Murray, Kaylee Grifford, Alana Wright, Charles Leeson, Alexis Marr, Jillian Malcolm, Skylar Craig, Abigail Parker, Imran Malik, Miranda Morrison, Mackenzie Michael, Jamie Doss, Colby D. Jones, Lauren Kirsting, Mariana Robles, Daisy Montoya, Jennifer Reynaga, Iriana Nasansano, Brisa Trujillo, Mirinda Afalava, Melanie Mayo, Narayani Mendoza, Nyrick Evans, Alberto Gonzalez, Carlos Calderon, Arnold Saucedo Guerrero. Gabrielle Simiti. Carla Lugo. Jim Pham. Lynn Tew. Brian Fernando Vasquez Torres. Carlos Mendez. Jessica Porcayo. Brian Mina. Stephanie Anaine. Alberto Estrada. Crystal DePaz. Hannah Gonzalez. Stephanie Segovia. Itzel Areza. Ariadna Juarez. Dalia Farias. Now presenting the Associate of Arts degree. Shelby Stone. Nathan Wade. Nice. Carolyn Wade. Christina Cannon. Joni Butler. Jaquana Cook. Jocelyn King. Cindy Collins. Christian Gross. Lydie Banzuzi Sounda. Nicole Bishop. Rebecca Condre. Gina Purpearl. Naeem Ahmed. Razib Reza.
Riaz Mahmood. Riola C. Harris. Elena J. Bape. Yolanda Carrion. Farley Young. Genevieve Blaye Davis. Jamila C. Cole. Afala Kimi. Yahira Herrera. Kayla M. Fabricios. Jamisha Baskin. Cindy Bai. Najavi Saya Marteza. Patrick Dokapil. Mi Cow. Krishni E. Fertitta. Melissa She Gerhardt. Cynthia C. Doan. Paul A. Burdett. Tamika D. Zollicoffer. Heather L. Crawford. Freddie Garcia. Emiliano G. Quiroga. Tiffany Bentoncourt. Abigail Barron. Meredith A. McKenna. Justin M. Smith. Xavier E. Laudermilk. Trevor James Cleary. Brooke Settlemeyer. Carla Renee Qualls. Serena Z. Corneli. Regina N. Quamina. Shakira Nicole Carter. Tui Huang. William Burke. Ed Alexander II. Ricardo A. Holmes, Jr. Angela M. Edmonds. Arwa El Gamri. Abigail N. Chavez. Taylor J. Hansen. Simon N. Garcia. Austin M. Young. Stephanie L. Moyer. Murtasia T. Bell. Robin G. Flanders. Stephen M. Cooper. Aaron R. Gutierrez. Danielle N. Greenlee. Christine W. Fisher. Melody Delatorre. Lizette Gomar. Rhonda M. Conway. Katina L. Franklin. Ashley R. Berg. Naomi Danielle. Rhonda M. Wells. Jenna C. Diaz. Crystal A. Cortez. Eva Yvette Lara Ramos. Tally Gomez. Norma Jeanette Luis. Cassie D. Bustamante. Blake T. Henderson. Joshua T. Boss. Jalisha P. Alexander. Bianca Mendoza. Chandler Drake. Rebecca L. McPherson. Jonathan M. Perez. Jessica Y. Garcia. Alexandria J. Carroll. Lindsay A. Hada. Latoya M. Hunter. Hannah N. Milner. Gordana, say it again, Moika. Kiara G. Torres. Teresa Y. Nunez. Carol A. Clausen. Emily Del Toro. Kelly C. Grant. Kajo Bessan. Linda Sanchez. Byron Nelson Langley. Kelly Karina George. Trent D. Brown. Deja M. Morrison. Haley A. Davis. Cynthia J. Krajeda. Jared S. Wilkinson. Crystal N. Frazier. Roderick D. Ray. Dat Mai. Gabrielle Marie Sala. Miguel Madrigal. Brandon S. Kelly. Juan C. Camacho. Alexis N. Bravo. Bernicia S. Kelly. True Win. Graciela P. Reyes. Susan R. Graves. Grant J. Victorious. Tiana C. Stokes. Chelsea A. Brown. Joel M. Mubai. Joshua D. Timmons. Joshua L. Cooper. Tway Wynn. Shane R. Tien. Nicole F. Thompson. Catherine Larson. Natalie Marie Gobin. Janice M. Ferguson. Courtney Houghton. Kimberly A. Ramirez. Gabriela Salazar Martinez. Andriana M. Morero. Manira Kamagisha. Elise Mahindra. Amanda Mulinax. Guinevere D. Dossie. Sophie Elizabeth Spruce. Cynthia Garcia Chavez. Angel Nicole Garcia. Rebecca M. Coco. Kelly Holt. Gwendolyn S. Admir. Hunter Ty Sobolski. Julie Salazar. Felicia Serrano. Heather Christine Bell. Veronica Elizabeth Sanchez. Charlotte A. Jones Rodriguez. Margaret E. Goen. Brontasia L. Allsbrooks. Nathan E. Worsbecky. Anthony Brownlee. Clay Allenbaugh. Bibiana Thomas. Veronica Hines. Edward Hagan. Kristen Jones. Portia Richardson. Amber Prince. Erica E. Lopez. Emma Villalobos. Maggie N. Hammock. Philip Mustafa Jr. Jasmine Mustafa. Maria Perez. Dante A. Cruz. Carlos G. Martinez Jr. Diana G. Avila Hernandez. Caitlin G. Zimmon. James D. Hatcher. Whitney Ioma. Tyler Webb. Lance M. Lambert. George W. Boyd IV. Trayvon H. Stewart.
T. Hunter Bullock. Ángel Montenegro. Sabrina J. Sims. Natalie A. Morales. Michael A. Sims Jr. Devin C. Cross. Tyler S. Jackson. Bailey A. Hoover. William J. Castillo. Casey N. Wright. Sheila N. Bowers. Sean M. Gwynn. Sierra Lynette Coleman. Andrew A. Holder.
Kanan S. Sullivan. Timothy Rodriguez. Mohammed O. Ahmed Sr. Ekta Shrestha. Kylene M. Lim. Ashley Lester. Courtney I. Sheening. Erika A. Rodriguez. Krista Carr. Carolina Calderon. Carla Núñez. Evelyn Khalifa. Jasmine R. Villanova. Tram B. Fan. Bupa Sudbedi. Marina M. Rendon Jackson. Cynthia Muñoz. Daniela Galvan. Tawana L. Reed. David A. Caldwell. Carrie E. Hammond. Ogechi E. Wissing. Maria Rene Velasco Vasillo. Priscilla B. Mayombe. Hui Q. Deng. Mayra N. Marquez. Sara Malik Umrana. Arde Estrada. Stephanie A. Collins. Zena J. McKnight. Hunisha L. Brown. Catherine A. Lambert. Lamar D. Penix. Jacariel Shamanda Regine Lee. Joyce O. Egbenoma. Celeste Stephanie Castañeda. Sarala Shrestha. Justin L. Krebs. Monica L. Jones. Lauren M. Sargent. Lorenza Carolina Gonzalez. Emmanuel G. Dady. Carly E. Shadron. Jonas Ebutia Zuna. Rodrigue Malbalasi Villela. Nicholson T. Kelly. Erika J. Mosqueda. Sonia C. Brown. Madeline J. Nortz. Marcy Gonzalez Delgado. Jocelyn A. Diaz. Ebony Richards Taylor. Mayra Martinez. Shaniqua L. Robertson. Miranda P. Roy. Danielle C. Green. Dianita M. Baeza. Nancy E. Palacio. Ebony M. Ashford. Ashanti C. Carter. Aja S. Morrison. Jose Eduardo Hernandez. Christian B. Taylor. Jakisha Ford Taylor. Marquita G. Owens. China M. Wilson. Diane Morones. Larissa D. Perez. Cristina A. Perez. Diana Soto. Nancy Gabriela Maldonado. Chastity Maimon. Matthew Hayton. Katie Diane White. Alexandra Lanas. Marquisha Limbrick. Elizabeth L. Harris. Berkeley Christine Bro. Clarissa Celeste Reyes Mier. Janet Chaires Martinez. Dimitra Shimanyuk. Manuel A. Mejia. Álvaro Cerrillo Jr. John L. Woods Sr. Charmika Tyson.
I didn't put my last name. Last name's Pullen.
Erica Dancer. Scarlett Pullen. Kissy Leisure. Kelly Parnell. Alvalon Rogers. Gerson Katubia. Beatriz Orona. Sylvester Holt Jr. Portia Turner. Talisha Driver. Faith Coffey. Suwan Hawkins. Sonia Brown. Ermelinda Mateo. Clemens Boboy. Clelia Bisumuriemi. Gabriel Gallegos. Caroline D. Beans. Desiree Porras. Catherine Marie Kirkpatrick. Lucy Martinez. Ortega Jackson Sims. Josefina Salas. Catedra Fisher. Joshua E. Rubio. Sean LeBlanc Normandin. Devin M. Skinner. Joanna Maldonado. Carmen Kercheval. Tracy Walker. Rayleigh Green. Jorge Marios Valdez Cardona. Reyes Flores Jr. Joseph C. Morris. Catherine M. Sainz. Lauren E. Jones Carr. Shanice Reed. Rhodesia Janice Collier. Morgan Brittany Howard. Pauline Sarina M. Ignacio. Favinia Catherine Ignacio. Joanne N. Barber. Kiana M. Robertson. Katie J. Daniels. Doris D. Wilson. Muriel Urrejola Soto. Kaylin V. Hernandez. Mitchell Ruiz. Rashonda Maunan. Courtney K. Lynn. Shayana T. Haywood. Sierra Thomas. Elizabeth Salguero. Jennifer Eileen Smith. Miriam Diaz Torres. Monique E. Allman. Rose Banyodel Mesh Camden. Shanisa Palisi Regale Craven. Bailey K. McAdams. Kimberly C. Harris. Arnisa W. Turner, Rindy M. Sanders, Shanta R. Coleman, Laura Renee Wilkins, Stephanie O. Martinez, Fatima K. Caldwell, James L. Chimanga, Dung Nguyen, Logore G. Groba, Stephanie N. Williams, Valerie Villegas, Zulma Lozano, Kiana A. McGrew, Jennifer E. Travis, Aretha S. Campbell, Kirsten Lacey Myers, Elizabeth Joy Anderson, Amy Behrens, Cornelia Besawung, Loveline A. Chapelim, Koi A. Fan, Nicole Danielle Tatum, Sandra M. Ojeniyi, Karina Natalie Hernandez, Viridiana V. Garcia, Karen E. Salgado, Linda Marie Pierce, Price, excuse me, Bianca J. Flores, Melissa L. Ward, Angelique Constance Teje, Mondrea R. Scott, Nidhi S. Dand, Joseph G. Rodriguez, Regia Pudel, Berta B. Sierra Guillen, Lashita R. Gaston, Crystal B. Ramirez, Kyla R. Peterson, Jana M. Redinger, Janae Wadey, Richa Timilcina, Bianca Marie Davidson, Stephanie Lopez, Alexandria C. Welch, Faith Barras, Christopher D. Brandon, Lauren M. Wheeler Nungenser, Arturo Gonzalez, Tierra M. Shaw, Estefania Juarez Sanchez, Leticia E. Carrion, Zachary W. Hearn, Angela H. Brunk, Lonnie R. Richardson, Sheena E. Prince, Quentin J. Easton, Hannah LaFay Mouton, Joseph J. Butler, Sylvania Johnson, Darshay Shalone Pittman, Zaira Valero, Willie L. Hanks III, Rebecca C. Segovia, Stacy L. Lopez, Ulrich Dego Chukman,
Gina E. Gary Thomas Sr., Ayana Duran, Ashley Young, Jasmine McDaniel, Elizabeth Loya Barraza. Thalia Rubio. Huang Chin. Joshua Clark. Frederick Crawford. Miguel Rios. Christina Zimmerman. Gabrielle Brewer. Gabino Vasquez. Daniel Russell. Deanna Jarvis. Kiera Maddox. Bright Nwida. Jared Chaya. Brittany Roberts. Ada Ugo Okoro Afor. Asif Lakani. Antia Jones. Jade Kennedy. C. Tan. Flora Zechariah. Janice Nowicki. Derek Dunnick. Elizabeth Monique Rivera. Abhishek Karki. Maria Mohammed Hamoud. Melina Carrion. Bailey Galejos. Julie Kent. Sabrina Canty. Jasmine Martinez. Calista Anoho Rancis. Rebecca Albert. Caitlin R. Needham. Angel Manuel Pagan Ramos. Ray Huerta. Angela Sandra Azan Nekumba. Novia Figueroa. Lois Otieno. Talisha Gray. Carol Bunzige. Sabina Lohani. Clarissa Padron. Brianna Elena Snodgrass. Alejandro Aguilar. Natasha Williams. Sharkita Berry. Alicia Scott. Nadia Hassan. Monica Price. Gui Chen Cha. Xiao Ting Ta. Alina Amer. Bryson Posey. Matthew Hartwell. Mutaz Al-Sultani. Cecilia Valdivieso. Lisa Hawkins. Josie Olvera. Sumin Pyo. Amy Atkinson. Rebecca Nevling. Teresa Benitez Duran. Kiera Mona Wilkins. Anissa N. Marquez. Andrea Talley. Johnny Lopez. Carly Dominguez. Miguel Murillo. Kayla Allen. Ashlyn Walker. Francisco Gonzalez. Lily Love. De'Erica Gout. Rebecca Lawrence. David Hodges. Charles Russell Jerome. Hui No. Gypsy Mianciantima. Joel Asani Bahati. Erica Black. Erica Black. Julian Ross DeHaven. Karen Hillebrand. Nicole Canales. Heather Coulter. John Humphreys. Chance Coda. Tyler Paul Roden. Oster Chicane Cerna. Heather Taylor. Lauren Magruder. Marilyn Gowert. Cedric Whitaker. Ruby Alejandro Garza. Ibrahima Aidara. Victor Manuel Hernez Arriaga. Selena Flores. Angela Nash. Kendall O'Neill. Patrick Reardon. Casey Kalin. Selena Herbs. Talamoon Akhtor. Dewey Pettis. Nancy Rodriguez. Dominique Jett. Dong Pham. Angelica Cortez. Christopher Reyes. Juliana Owasu Mitchell. Ebony Wesley. Song Tran. Deanna Gonzalez. Trelawney Jones. Danielle Richards. Marisol Olela. Jeanette Soldavia. Oni Taya. Raquel Chamberlain. Joshua Bradford. Marcus Brown. Marissa Idrogo. Corbin Madison. Musu Yancey. Jennifer Rodriguez. Daniela Avia Limon. Franklin Fitzgerald Villanueva. Itzel Luna. Dana Al-Kawali. Kalawali. Lertina Jones. Chelsea Harrison. Lucy Coffey. Christina Carter. Naveen Atia. Sunitha Robinson. David Martinez Sr. Sianha Rocha. Valerie Soto. Candice Ponce. Megan Moffitt. Rasha Elte. Justin Novak. Tung Tran. Win Win. Liban Abanura. Anthony Gomez. Nicholas Craddock. Kaula Byra. Nada Ahmed. Vincent Mock. Jose M. Guerrero Jr. Yabrina Campbell. Paige Knight. Isaiah Wills. Michael N. Dean. Shalicia Clark Shelton. Bronson Phillips. Kendall Titus. Angela Dawn Brown. Lori Hernandez. Mirabelle Wame. Kyla Mosby. Abriel Noheleni Rosario Martinez. Truly Sanchez. Kimberly Kamel. Nadine Yassin. Chioma Esther Ezanagu. Khadijat Aruna. Mariam Diaki. Kelsey Daggs. Rochelle Hereford. Dulce Vargas. Iveth Colmenero. Yvette. Vishtad Patel. Marcus White. Yahaira Rodriguez. Joanna Elizabeth Smith. Journey Mays.
It's
Aluchi Chimime. Miriam James. Kahinde Adesola. Uyatunyo Balabo. Patricia Guadalupe Lobos.
Juliana, no. Simon A. Green. Kamisha Shivers. Barty Oswald. Patricia M. Mensa. Deborah Natumba Kenna. Kyler M. Austin. Esmeralda Santoyo. Mark A. Reynolds. Jacqueline Ramirez Sanchez. Deshandra M. Cullens. Now presenting Associate of Applied Science degree. Rebecca D. Smith and her dog Van. Angela M. Hurtado. Jared Carter. Kingsley C. Agba. Kayla Harkrider. Sidhu S. Malimbe. Suzanne Tamari Clay. Lacey M. Phillips. Lisa A. Cobb. Jan K. Gongo. Jeremiah B. Busby. Rashonda R. Evans. Angela Susan Powell. Lucy N. Makura. Armando Quintero. Jason L. Taylor. Casey D. Reynolds. Curtis W. Wilson Jr. Corey G. Tilley. Camelia J. Abahadili. Agadir Albadalili. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah Ashley Green. Cassandra N. Miller. Jack M. Brown. Dustin M. Woodward. Sarah A. Good. Edwin N. Namoya. Ken R. Miller. Mao Hoing. Jessica R. Finnegan. Aisha Muhammad Abuhilajeh. Latoya Lachey Borens Clayton. Shamir J. Carr. Logan D. Aguilar. Vanessa Liliana Gutierrez. Jawan Chantal Lalit. Nathaniel A. Flores. Brittany Michelle Oth. Mark A. Ashley. Kiva F. Ayango. Miriam Krampa. Brandon Clay. Anthony Chad Hargus. Daniel K. Chinchilla. Ellery Farjado. Sharika M. Neal. Amber C. Wooten. Samantha K. Caskey. Waynette Graves. Carolina Ingram. Jolie Shu. Jolisha Brown. Stephanie L. Stratton. Linda Denise Walters. Michelle A. King. Sarah Reagan Witt. Patrocino Alfonso Cordero Jr. Terry Lewis. Sharnae D. Givens. Gwendolyn M. Alsdorf. Amari S. Hamid. Vanessa L. Sampson. William Polk Jr. Lorette Company. Brenda A. Perla. Mustafa Gay Sr. Hulin Chu. Pilar Lopez. Shirley Y. Moore. Samantha A. Rogers. Jessica Monique Anderson. Cynthia A. Nash. Kalicia Sims. Carla R. Brown. Abir Abu Hamdan. Olivia B. Bryant. Jessica E. Ellis. Heather Ann Soder. Kevin M. Stutzman. Catherine A. Cunningham. Catherine S. Rivera. Angela N. DeShield. Aretha L. McLean Jones. Antoinette R. Marquez. Nelma Mingus. Andrea J. Davis. Marco A. Lamas. Princessa J. Johnson. Alexis Gray. Tamika C. Cottrell. Gustavo Leon Moreno. Victoria D. Garza. Robert K. Benton. Shauna M. Fontenot. Edith G. Morisco. Martico Mercado. Alex C. Wisdom. Jaron M. Martinez. Alexander J. Sandoval. Vanessa Escobedo. Melissa Herrera Chazareta. Thank you. Carmelita L. Goen. Leslie G. Kreutzer. Tamara M. Foster. Jonathan G. Rose. Elizabeth L. Leach. I'm sorry. Malcolm S. Maxey. Adam Pacheco. Thiva Alele. Tashara M. Moore. Brittany Sorheim. Jamie L. Germany. Teresa L. Sauceda. Tao Tai Nguyen. Mark A. Meidenbauer. Diane Marie Kruder. Sonia Teresa Love. Gina A. Syens. LaKayla T. Sandifer.
Shamily, like family.
Eddie D. Shamily. Jason L. Martinez. Russell J. Morrison. Kenneth W. Gibbs. Lauren M. Johnson. Prentice M. Banzet. Nicholas B. Lofton. Lauren E. Hill. Naomi Garcia. Bonnie Avalar. Delaney Reed Lockwood. Julie N. Dubchak. Kelsey Denise Simcox. Maloney M. Woods. Melanie M. Woods, I'm sorry. Robert John Jr. Anna Tran. Irma Paz Sosa. Monica Esparza. Shannon Hudson. Lauren E. Etter. Samantha Cynthia Gathanga. Malimbo R. Kangi. Blanca Gonzalez. Maria D. Villalpando. Stephen Kyle Nelson. Patricia S. Scott. Ima Ovai. Liliana O. Allen. Leanna O. Allen. Thank you, Leanna. Andrea M. Perez. Isabel L. Normandine. Joshua T. Ware. Stephanie Garcia. William Yan. Trishana N. Winston. Ashton L. Harris. Annette F. Spencer. Abigail C. Wise. Samuel A. Partita. Glody Kegba. Harold M. Donnelly. Barbara S. Richards. Nicole Brown. Dewan K. McBride. Glenda K. Griffin. Louita L. Richmond.
Yes, sir.
Destiny Love. Rosalind Harrison Thomas.
Stephanie M. Simpson. Christy A. Power. Ida Ross. Chaz B. Ritchie. Clintrisha Inesequia Baker. Amanda C. Moreno. Mandy K. Wilson. Ashley Michelle Lindley. Cassidy L. Albritton. Sandra J. Johnston. Lindsay Elizabeth Brown. Mimi Nguyen Tran. Anna Gwynn. Maria Gwynn. Christina A. Smithson. Samantha Esparza. Alicia P. Campbell. Monica L. Burks. Emma L. Ryan. Erika Moreno. Madeline Pettit. Corinthia Turner. Danny Sizemore. Alicia Miles. Brittany Nicole Cooper. Chastity Torrance. Alma Angelica Jauregui. Anna Katrina K. Kelly. Emmanuel Udeonkong. Nensa Conde. Alicia Ratcliffe. Misty Tompkins. Janice M. Walter. Now presenting Associate of Science degree. Isaac Hernandez. Martín Alonso Cortés. Adriana Lopez. Virginia Applegate. Tahani M. Al-Tahi. Facundo D. Araya. Joseph J. Clements. Cameron E. Fuller. Candice McGinty. Marve Kimpiab. Prinos Kinomona. Prince Owusu. Chirinimba Chilu. Long P. Dong. Ruby Ponce. Nathan Anthony Alexander Coward. Brian Chinier Muforo. Octavia Edwards. Holden Floyd. Kui Ho. Ashman Bushaw, Jr. Juvie Hing. David James Hudson. Now presenting the certificate of completion. Blessing Enuwamembe Adefaulo. Nidillare Guadalupe Fuentes Barreto. Amanda Castro. Angela Rhines. Pearlie M. Flowers. Pasha Shed. Samantha A. Reeves. Tamara S. McDonald. Marissa A. Day. Hang Ma. Elpida Nella. Memory Breyer. Jaylena Jackson. Krishna Eastham. Halal Khalid Rahal. Derek Silman. Arif Ali. Fanny A. Carpio. Shara Ibarra. Dwayne Hollis. Vicky Moore. How are you? Cheryl L. Wood. Augustine Afoa.
Will the candidates for graduation please stand? By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and by the Tarrant County College District Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon these students the degrees and certificates which they have earned and to which they are entitled. Congratulations. You may now move your tassels from your right to your left. Now that you are graduates, you're automatically members of the Tarrant County College Alumni Association and were presented pins as you left the stage. And remember, as you progress to the next level of your academic career or as you enter the workforce, Tarrant County College will continue to be here to serve you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Tarrant County College Class of 2018.
Graduates and faculty, please remain standing for the recessional. Follow the instructions of your line marshals who will escort you out of the arena. Audience, please remain seated until graduates have exited the arena. Congratulations, graduates. This concludes our 50th commencement ceremony. Everyone, please drive home safely.